Okay, hello. This is my 10th day here abroad, and so first of all, getting here was actually treacherous and torturous because I had to stay in the airport. I think literally the time I left my house to the time that I got was in Frankfurt and out of the airport, I think was actually what 30 hours, something crazy, 36 hours, something really just, that's an exaggeration. Okay, like maybe not actually. It was so painful. First of all, I left Tampa Airport and I flew to Toronto, and I was freaking out because my ears wouldn't pop, and the little 12-year-old next to me was like calming me down, and this was her like first flight alone, and she was really nice, really cool, and it made me feel really insecure because I was like being a tweaker, and she had to teach me how to pop my ears. It was just embarrassing. And then so I got there, and I think I had like 22 hours until my flight to Frankfurt, and they wouldn't let me into the gate, so I had to sleep outside in the like airport. It's like airport purgatory. Like you're just out with like the homeless people who also want to sleep like somewhere with AC. Like understandable, but like you're just like you're nowhere. No, like it's the closest I've ever been to a liminal space. And I couldn't go to sleep because I was just so tweaked out. I don't know why. I just felt like I don't know. I felt like I was going to get in trouble for being there, even though I had nowhere else to go. Um, and anyways, so then I finally got in. Like, I stayed the night there. Like, I think I got in at like 8 p.m. and then 8 p.m. on the 11th. And then I couldn't get into the terminal until like 5 a.m. So I was just sitting there. And also, I couldn't be on my phone either because there was no charging ports where on the outside. So I didn't want my phone battery to die. So I think most of the time I was just sitting there. Like I don't even remember what I was doing. And then so I finally got in, and then I thought it was going to be chill and normal. Well, it was, but I just falling asleep on the airport benches for on and off for like 10 hours is also kind of disturbing to me. And then I didn't have my flight out of there until like 7 p.m. Okay, but it's been up from there. So we started out in Strasbourg, and that was really cool. We were there for Bastille Day. Um, I actually, it's kind of hard to remember now because everything's been kind of a blur. So I honestly don't really remember a lot of like any of the interesting stuff that happened. Anyways, and then we went to Nuremberg, which I think was probably my favorite so far because I really like the old town, how it's like in these castle walls kind of. That's really cool. Then we went to Munich, and that was okay, except there's like a 3-day ordeal that I can't talk about because I think some people may get a little up in arms about it. I think it's still a fresh topic, so I can't really speak on it right now. But there's like a 3-day ordeal of like German bureaucracy and just like running around the subway and train stations and stuff for like just up and down all over the place. I don't know, Munich wasn't what I expected. We also went to, I don't know how to say it in that residence, the royal residence. And I mean, it's beautiful, and I like the outside, especially in like Rococo, like that's very beautiful. I like that, but like it was genuinely like 3 hours long, and the last hour was us speed running through the whole thing to try to get out. It's impossible to get out. Half of the rooms they talk about is like 5 minutes talking about a corridor that's empty, just white room. It's interesting. Um, I'm gonna cut that out. Okay, and then we went to so then we went to Fusen to go to the Neuschwanstein Castle, like hike up that mountain. And I don't know why. Like I have been, my right foot is so badly injured that I was limping up the mountain, and like I looked sickly. Like it was like a really bad limp, and I limped the whole way up. People were giving me looks of like pity, I felt like, and maybe I'm just self-absorbed, but it felt like people were looking at me because of how bad my limp was. Like maybe she shouldn't be doing this kind of looks. Anyways, it feels better, but then today my big toe on my right foot started having like unexplainable pain. Like someone was, like the vein was popping out, and someone took a knife and was like stretching the vein. Anyways, so yeah, that's the only day I filmed is when we went to Neuschwanstein and hiked, and I'm gonna insert that compilation. Das habe ich schon wieder vergessen. Interesting way to go down. This is kind of cute though. The video doesn't even show like how steep it really is. Your pants are gonna be all muddy. Why?
It's like Eric's uncle apparently like collects stuff. Hello.
So spooky. For my video. You like that? Yay. Yeah, yo.
Me.
Donor box. Donor box with fries and then chicken and then salad at the bottom. Yes, yes. What? Since then, we've now come to Ljubljana, and I hadn't really heard of this place before, but I like it. It's pretty cool. We just have like basically walked around today. We stayed in a tent last night here.
All right, let's see.
Um, and that was kind of hellish because it feels like Florida in the way that it says the weather app. It said it was going to be 71, but that it feels like 84 or something. And I just think that that's insane. I don't know how that is possible, but we haven't showered in like 4 or 5 days, and then we were like in this tent together, and um, I mean it was honestly fine. But then we woke up today, and this really nice family from Iran and also Serbia. They were really nice. They gave us breakfast. They were really sweet. It was great to meet them. Big on big picture taking people. Like we met them for like less than an hour, and I think that we will be posted on their Instagram accounts. Maybe that has to do with the fact that we're from the States. But they were definitely way more interested in my boyfriend than me because I think because he has blue eyes, like I'm serious. I think that like it was kind of like, oh yeah, like Colin. Oh yeah, and his like friend too, I guess. Like one of the pictures is the girl. I think she was trying to take my man, kind of. One of the pictures, the girl is like cuddled up like breast to chest with him, and like I'm like pushed like basically like like she was gonna crop me out or something. Like I'm not kidding. Um, but that's fine with me. They were really nice, and so far like the first people who we've had like conversation with really. And are you laughing at me?
No.
Okay. This is my second take because apparently I sounded dumb in the first one. And yeah, you. Okay, bye. Why is he our favorite guy?